Hello, I am Chayla with Mindful Somatics, and today I am here with Jaime. She is a physio and owner of True North Athletic Therapy. She's also a world champion of the snatch in Olympic weightlifting, and she's a coach and a CrossFit coach. She's also a former collegiate basketball player. So I am super honored and excited to have her with us today. We are going to talk about a common cause to lower back pain and some T-spine mobility and health. So thank you so much for joining me. Yes. I'm really excited about this.
Thank you so much for having me. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. All right, so we're going to work on some T-spine movement in extension and rotation with a foam roller. If we think about the T-spine as the space between our rib cage, like where our rib cage is at, we'll start at the bottom of the rib cage and work our way with the foam roller up to about the top of our scapula. Okay, so Chayla's gonna get on this foam roller, get a nice base with her feet. She's gonna have her hands behind her head, and then keeping our core tight, we're gonna do some extension. So Chayla's gonna just demonstrate what it's like to just relax out. We don't want this. We want a nice tight core, but you're still gonna be going into extension. So she's got pretty good mobility here. We're gonna just work up that T-spine. So I'll have you roll down. We'll get to a spot here. You might get to a space, a junction, or a place in between each vertebrae that feels stuck or maybe takes your breath away. And those are the spots that we really wanna work on. So let's say she's got a little bit of ouchie in this position here, where it takes a little bit of, has to take a deep breath here. So we're just gonna spend some time in this extension position, but then we're gonna add rotation to it. So keeping both shoulder blades on the foam roller, she's gonna twist both towards you guys, keeping both shoulder blades here, and then towards me as well, fighting for as much range of motion as possible. What we don't want her to do is to lift this up. So if she's right here, fighting for kind of really twisting and trying to use the foam roller as some leverage so you can get some good twisting there.
Awesome, I definitely feel that.
Good deal, awesome. And then we'll just work up and down that T-spine, hunting for those spots that may give you some problems. Okay, our next mobility piece will be this thoracic spine child's pose incorporated with a kettlebell. So firstly, we're gonna have Chayla get into this child's pose with her hips blocked. So we have rotation only in her T-spine like a rotisserie chicken and not with her hips. So Chayla's gonna get into her child's pose. Looking great, nice flat back, heads down. And now she's gonna reach through. She's gonna wanna make sure she's got enough distance where her arm can be straight. So we might pull that out just a little bit. So her arm's nice and straight, and she can use that kettlebell as leverage to pull herself into rotation. And she should feel some contracting on this side of her thoracic spine, taking 3 deep breaths, relaxing, another deep breath, and she can come out of it and shake it out, relax a little bit, and then do that 2 or 3 times. We're really just looking for tissue change. I don't like doing, timed or, 3 sets of 10. Just looking for when you start feeling like you're getting more mobile again, that's when we'll switch. Amazing. And then we'll flip it to the other side.
Awesome.
Okay, so this one is a little more complicated, but feels very, very good. Let's put one leg up. Yep, we're gonna be in a line here. She's in a nice big line. And then Chayla's gonna grab this kettlebell with the same arm that her knee is up, and she's gonna punch that overhead. I like an open hand with this kettlebell, just that forces you to also move some your shoulder with some good rotation there. And she's just gonna do a scaled version of this first, where she just touches her palm down to her hand while looking at the kettlebell. So we've got a little bit of rotation, she's hinging at the hips. As she comes back up to neutral, she's gonna squeeze her butt cheeks, and so now we're opening those hips as well. A more complicated version, if you have a little more mobility, is to come down to your elbow as she's rotating, looking at her kettlebell, hinging her hips, and then coming back up, squeezing her hips, and coming back to neutral. And you can do that 5 to 10 times, whatever you feel like you need to get that tissue change, and then switching sides.
That's so good. And that wraps up our T-spine mobility for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe to see more. Thank you so much to Great Falls CrossFit Gym for letting us use this beautiful facility. They are located in Great Falls, Montana. And thank you, Jaime, for joining me. It was an absolute pleasure and an honor to have you here with me today. And
Honor's mine.
yes,
Thank you.